Hey everyone, it's Jacob Paulson. We're over here at the Canik booth. Did I say it right?
That's correct.
All right, thank goodness. And we're here with Pete, and we're going to learn a little bit about some of the new guns that they have this year. So Pete, show us what you got.
All right, let's do it. Let's start down here. So it's not new, but we are finally shipping the SFT. So let me start out with that. You know, we had to go through some validation. We changed a lot of things in the barrel design. So that's just kind of exciting that we're finally shipping it.
Yeah,
we wanted to make sure it worked flawlessly with all sorts of different types of suppressors, ammunitions. Just had to go through the work, so we are now shipping. So that's exciting.
Yeah, watch out for that one in stores. What's the MSRP? Do you remember?
MSRP, I believe, is like $425, somewhere around there.
Okay, so don't quote him, but it's around
$450, somewhere like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Next up, a lot of you are probably familiar with the SFX, which is our competition gun with all the bells and whistles and the optics plate. So we basically just did an extended version of the SF, SFL for SFL long. So obviously, you can see there's some slide serrations, some lightning cuts along the top. So this is basically your entry-level competition-ready gun. You have a 5 1/4 inch barrel. You have the optics rail, all the things. So if you want to start and build a Canik from the ground up, you know, this is probably your go-to. One of the other nice things is, my personal pet peeve is, why have a carry gun or a gun with a light that extends, 4 inches past the barrel? This actually works great with like your Inforce, your Streamlight, all that seated to the rear. So you kind of have a flush, so it makes for a nice outside the waistband gun, things of that nature.
Yeah, nice. That's really cool for a lot of people getting into competition.
Yeah, and that's $520 MSRP.
Yeah, very reasonable for an entry-level competition gun.
So now on the other scale of things, you have the Combat Elite. This one's really exciting. We pretty much have every feature possible. You have the optics plate. This comes with the 4 interchangeable optics mounts, so you're not limited to 5 or 6 optics.
Sure, it's all the
and
above.
then we can always create more, things like that, and we don't have to modify slides. You have a threaded barrel. It's a 13.5 left-hand thread, suppressor-ready fiber optic Warren tactical sights. You have a aluminum flat trigger. And what's also new is you have the aluminum magwell that mounts directly to the back strap. Now on other Elites, you'll see this feature was not available. What we did is we made a new back strap, we added a helicoil to it, so now you can just screw a magwell right in.
Yeah.
So you have that option. That'll be available for all the Elites on the market.
Yeah, and before we started, I was playing with the trigger on this. The reset is really nice and crisp.
Yeah, it's very short.
It's short,
too.
It's clean. The sights, at first it was kind of like, whoa, but it just takes a couple of repetitions. Like, wow, these sights are really acquirable.
Sights are,
fast.
they pick up really quick. They seem a little high, they look a little high, but there's just a lot of suppressors out there. One of the cool things is you'll see it's a pretty narrow front sight. There's a lot of room. Part of the reasoning for that with this Warren tactical sights, Scott Warren left it so what you can do is insert one of your extra fiber optic rods that comes in, and you can push down with a lighter, a larger bead. So you can basically give yourself a big dot, a green or red big dot. There's 2 of each color fiber optic rods in every gun that has the fiber optic fronts.
So that's slick.
Yeah, which is great because the Elite, as most people know, is their smallest size handgun. So if you want, you can pop this out. It's very easy. You can do it with a lighter and a toenail clippers. So you have these long rods, and you just basically leave a little nub out there, and then smush it down, and then it gives you a big dot through those U-notch sights.
Yeah, I love it. That's really clean. Pete, an interesting question for you here. There's some debate over how this company's name is pronounced. So set the record straight. How do I say this?
So it's interesting. So Canik is, if you're speaking Turkish, that's correct. However, we're in America. Most of us speak English, and we just say Canik, and that includes the owners from Turkey of Canik. They call it Canik, we call it Canik.
It's Canik. There
it's
you have
Canik.
it.
Hard C. Canik.
Tell us what's the background of that? What does it mean in Turkish?
It's we actually have that in our catalog this year. People really want to know about the brand now that they're becoming fans of it. And actually, so it's kind of a mountain region. Canik is a place where the factories are, and it means kind of like a safe haven. To escape from the cold mountains, it was a safe haven. So that's what they're working with.
That's cool. So Canik is how you say it, and it's all about a safe haven.
Yeah, from the harsh, cold mountains and things like that.
Yeah, and it's an actual place in Turkey.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. Well, thanks, Pete. Much appreciated.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Have a good show.